All right, everyone, welcome to World's Finest. I am your host, Lee, and as always, I'm here with my co-host, LT. LT, how are you doing today, sir?
How you doing, brother? I'm doing good. How's everything?
All is well, my friend. A big day today. Lots of good, cool stuff happening, man. Lots of cool things have happened in the last week, also. So I'm really excited to get into it and start talking about it.
Cool. Yeah, me
You ready
too.
to jump in? All right, man. Yeah, guys. So on day of recording, we were fortunate enough to have Shang-Chi trailer drop tonight, which has been awesome. I didn't know when it was going to drop. Actually, I don't think there was any anticipation. It just kind of like boom, just came
No,
out of
yeah.
nowhere.
No pre-announcement, no nothing. No teasers. Just a trailer. Like, whoa, yes.
Yeah, man. And you know what? Marvel has does not disappoint it yet again. I mean, honestly, guys, I don't know a lot about Shang-Chi. This is one of the characters. I mean, we are getting to the territory of Marvel now, where there are digging up some characters that are popular in their own right. But
Right.
honestly, I don't know much about the Eternals, Shang-Chi. These are all new things to me, but I'm very excited and I can't wait to eat it up. And I'm saying the first step here with Shang-Chi, man, with the trailer looks incredible. I mean,
The
just
action.
looks awesome.
Yeah, the action
Oh
sequence, the
man.
fighting sequence, just even the we got small amount of graphics or of the special effects. I mean, they look great. So again, like you, I know little of Shang-Chi. I'm excited to learn more. There were some teaser announcements for the action figures here recently, leaks for the figures, and sadly, I don't know who a bunch of these people are. Oh, I suck. But I am going to give it a chance, as with all, and I'm sure it's gonna, once it gets more closer to it, they're gonna, a lot of fans and a lot of, will start digging into Shang-Chi. We'll get people, posting stuff, his history. It'll give us a chance to maybe dig in to comics online, see what he's about. But
Yeah.
no, I for one, I am excited, especially the whole uh 10 rings part of it.
Yep.
That's cool. Harken back to like Iron Man comics and Iron Man, unfortunately, like Iron Man 3, the 10 rings Mandarin.
Yeah, what a disappointment. I
That
mean,
was a
and they're
bust.
making up for it now. I think we're going to see the real man. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
the real
the
Mandarin they say is going to be in this
yeah,
movie.
yeah, the true Mandarin
And
stuff.
obviously, as you just pointed out, talking about the Ten Rings, it's definitely going to happen. And I like the way they kind of already told us. For a while there, Marvel was putting out when the movies would be released on Blu-ray, they were putting out those little shorts, and they had that one that basically told you that the guy that Ben Kingsley was playing was not the real. I mean, I guess he was in prison somewhere, and then the real Mandarin kind of sent some people to let him know, hey, you know,
Yeah.
feeling my name like this. So we knew, if you watched that, you knew that the Mandarin was really out there somewhere. Big debacle of that disappointment in Iron Man 3 that they set up and was just totally terrible.
Yeah.
But no, they're
Oh,
going to rectify it with this, man. Great cast as well. Aquafina, I think she's hilarious.
she's funny.
And they're definitely, I think she's going to be greatly used for comedic effect, here in this film. I mean,
Oh yeah.
just the brief times we saw her in the trailer. She's definitely going to be used really well. And also, I think this is a great opportunity for, I guess, the guy who's playing Shang-Chi, Simu Liu. He is somebody who has been, I think his biggest claim to fame was he was doing a sitcom in Canada called
Wow.
Kim's Convenience, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So I
Sure.
mean, this is he got picked, and now he's like blowing up, man, leading a Marvel movie. You know what I mean? It's gonna be just, I think it's gonna make a huge mark and have a good career after this. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're overdue for an epic martial arts movie. So yeah, I'm all
Oh my
for that.
gosh, yeah, dude. Oh yeah, you and me both, man. You and me both. So I guess it comes out this fall.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. They didn't announce anything else. They just out this fall. Hopefully we're
Yeah.
not, still into this whole debacle of COVID, and I mean, I hope it doesn't go the way of how they're
Black Widow.
releasing Black Widow, on the Disney
Mhm.
Plus premium, whatever the hell, service where you have to pay
Yep.
extra on top of the service.
Exactly.
No, it would be an awesome movie to get, get people in the theater. But I mean, again, we're still in COVIDville, and we probably will be for a while. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, no one can tell. So
No, yeah, you're absolutely right, my friend. So we will see what happens. Um, but I am excited for it, and I think that it's going to be a huge, huge film. I mean, that I hope that this does. I think it's just going to be huge. Like I said, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. So that's going to be good stuff. Well, cool, man. So the next thing, I guess what I was going to say, I did lose my train of thought. Is I don't want to see it debut on Disney Plus. This is going to be the first Asian superhero. You know what I mean? It needs to
it
come
needs
out
to
in
be out
theaters.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, the first Asian superhero from DC and Marvel. Funny enough, though, I wonder where we'd be if Justice League had been the huge hit that everybody thought. And Zack Snyder had stayed as the director. His plan was he debuted Ryan Choi
Right.
in the new Justice League film, and then his plan, I don't know if you read, was to spin off him as the Atom.
Yeah.
And so I wonder where we'd be. I wonder if we'd have that Atom movie out before Shang-Chi. His plan was to definitely be the first Asian superhero to have it for DC. But anyway, we'll get it now this fall. Uh,
Hopefully.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's gonna be good stuff. Cool, man. So next up today, also a big day for news, right? I think we actually had the Flash. Speaking of staying with DC, the Flash started production today.
Official
We got the new
announcement.
little graphic out there and everything. We see what the logo will be for the movie. I can't believe we're finally here. I mean, this was supposed to have started 4 years ago or whatever, but we're finally here. 2 or 3 directors later, they
And
burned through 3 directors, I
yeah,
believe.
it's no longer rumor. It is confirmed. Affleck and Keaton, Batman's, are on,
Yep.
are in the movie or have signed up for
Yeah,
the
man,
movie. That's just crazy. I mean,
it is crazy.
I've been waiting for Keaton to come back for some Batman form, like forever. He's been my
Yeah.
Batman, and then to meet my new favorite Batman, Affleck. So that's just awesome. I mean, I don't know what I mean, it didn't say, like, they just said the Flash. They didn't say Flashpoint, like as it was
No.
2 or 3 years ago when they announced they were going to make it. So
Right.
now we don't know. Is this going to have any, Flashpoint ideas or story references? I
I
mean,
I think I think yes. I think we definitely will. I get it while they're not calling it Flashpoint. I think maybe that would be better suited for like let's say the Flash already had a film out and then they come out with a second movie, then calling it Flashpoint. You know what I mean? As opposed to just saying, I think you just need to have the Flash, and that will be the title of the film. Just like every other hero has it comes out, like besides Batman, because we had those, they're called different things, or Superman now. But most movies, when they come out, Aquaman, Flash, Iron Man, Captain
Wonder
America.
Woman,
I
yeah.
think yeah, Wonder Woman. I think we needed that. I do think though it will be Flashpoint storyline, some type of
Well,
uh,
it definitely has to
version of
be
that.
multiverse. It
Yes.
definitely has to incorporate that, as
Yeah.
was Flashpoint, a multiverse story. But how they're going to incorporate, both Batman, two different Batmans from two different genres and from two different times. I mean, I'm talking
Yeah.
about Keaton being, how old he is now, playing Batman. I mean, is it going to be an older type Bruce Wayne, Batman Beyond type old Bruce type? Is it going to be, how are they going to do it? I mean, is this kind of going to be a baton passing between Keaton, from Affleck back to Keaton type thing? I mean, there was rumors that this Affleck was just after this done with Batman. I mean, then again, he was
Right.
done with Batman before, but he was
So true.
brought back.
Yeah.
So, and the rumors, fan rumors, but I mean, at least we know for a fact that they're both in it. That's just crazy, crazy cool, and I love it.
Yeah, I think that's great, man. I think that is awesome. And to your point about how they're going to do it, because it's very interesting with the crisis of last year that came out on the CW. I mean, they have already that was the announcement by DC basically that all of these multiverses were taking place. That every story that we'd ever seen in DC on TV happened.
Happened.
They're acknowledging all of that.
And
But I'm saying all of this because it started off with the um
yes, they had the
that
Earth 66 and
yeah,
Earth
no,
Batman. What's his?
yeah, Earth 66 and Earth 89,
Yeah, yeah,
because Batman 89, and
89.
Knox, whatever his name was,
John Knox for the
playing
he was the not the detective,
yeah,
the a
reporter
reporter. Yeah,
working
yeah.
with Kim Basinger's Vicky Vale character. Yeah, Robert Wool is the actor's name.
Robert Wolf.
They had him in there by acknowledging that universe was also destroyed. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting to see
I mean,
where they're going to go.
not even that. I mean, even that Ezra Miller showed up,
Mhm.
as Flash from this, universe.
Right.
You know.
I guess what I'm trying to say is where consider they acknowledged that, and we saw that Bruce Wayne from '89, Michael Keaton's world was destroyed. You know what I mean? So it's just I really can't wait. I think this is a Marvel, I'm sorry, the DC movie that has the most questions. You know what I
Yes.
mean? About it. You know what I mean? About its plot, about what's happening. There's just so many different things and pieces that they're bringing to the table. Man, they really. I just hope it comes out. It's 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Man, they really knock it out of the park because there's so many moving parts to this that it could go askew. You know what I mean? And
Oh
just
yeah. No,
be
I mean,
like,
not only that. I mean, now we have Zack Snyder's Justice League thrown into it, even though they're saying that's not canon. They're still sticking with the Justice League version as canon. So, what elements are we going to see of Flash from that? I mean, from that version of the Justice League. I mean,
yeah,
I would so much prefer us seeing, Persona of Flash from Zack Snyder's version. He was a lot more serious. I mean, he had some, comedic parts in it, but not like in the Justice League when he was just all,
yeah. He wasn't a buffoon. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
A clumps,
So
klutz, and just crazy and a coward. Basically, is how he was portrayed in the Joss Whedon version. Now, I read something that said Patty Jenkins, and I don't know, she was speaking for all of the directors in DC. I don't know if she was actually speaking for them, but she said she was. Is that they all say that they consider, all the DC directors, of course, Patty Jenkins, for you guys who don't know, directed the first two
Wonder
Wonder Woman
Woman
movies. Um, she's saying that everybody is taking Zack Snyder's version as
as canon,
as
yeah.
canon.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I hope that that's what they do, and that's what they portray these characters as, moving forward, because he had the right thing.
Yeah, and
Except for Mara. Except for Mara. I don't know if he had that accent quite down with what she was doing.
eh,
Yeah,
well,
slightly off, slightly off. So that might have been one good call well, actually that wasn't even Joss Whedon. It was yeah, I guess it was him and
oh,
the other director, James Wan,
right.
right, who directed Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that was a good call. I will say they rectified that.
right. Well, no,
Hmm.
I am looking forward to it. I mean, there's a lot of questions, a lot of fans want to know about. I mean, this is really technically the first movie since the Zack Snyder Justice League. I mean, not counting Wonder Woman 1984, because I'm still
Yeah.
mad about that movie, but still, um, this I believe would be a good stepping stone up from what we just saw, especially when they're including Iris now. Iris was cut
Yep.
from the first one, and then we see her here in the Zack Snyder, and it's like Zack Snyderverse. And
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean the possibilities are endless, especially when they're going the multiverse way, you know. And
Hmm.
I want them to hurry up and do it, because I mean, now that we got on the flip side, Doctor Strange, the next movie
Yeah.
gonna be all about multiverses too.
Yeah.
I want DC to up it up, but then again, I just heard that Doctor Strange just wrapped up like last week or something. Wrapped up the filming, so they're already that much ahead of the Flash as far as multiverse. So,
Right.
oh well.
If there was one thing well, unless it's hard to release them now, I'll say if there's one thing this pandemic did, yes, it did push us and give us a thirst and hunger for films, but I feel like we're going to get with the comic book, especially for the DC and Marvel stuff, when they do get released, we're gonna have like one every like really couple months because they've all been stacked up now. You know what I mean? Everything's kind of been pushed back and all jumbled up. That
Yes.
we're gonna have like one after another, some fantastic type of film coming up. You know what I mean? With starting in the fall, really, or starting with Black Widow, I guess, and then we've got the Suicide Squad followed in August. You know what I mean? And then I guess Shang Chi, and then the Eternals, and then Doctor
True.
Strange. You know what I mean? And just like I get, and there's a little bit of a drought for the DC movies. Oh, except for Suicide Squad, like I mentioned. But
Right.
then we get to the Batman, and then the Flash, and all that stuff is going to start coming out. So anyway,
Right.
that's the one good thing, I guess. And
I mean,
Shazam,
yeah.
Black
Well,
Adam.
DC, oh, Black Adam, yeah. But DC's also got a slew of TV shows in between that,
Yes,
you know, especially when they've got several more on, on deck. Especially we got Titan season 3 coming out, and then that
yeah,
Gotham PD show,
yeah,
the Green Lantern Corps. We got a lot more on top of the other shows we still have, like Superman and Lois, the
that's
Flash,
true.
Black Lightning, which I think is his last season, but
It
still,
is ending.
yeah,
That and
yeah, but
Supergirl.
still, that's a great show. So yeah, I mean, DC's not that far behind, and they won't be. They'll be a little bit behind, but as far as content, they'll
Yeah,
always be there.
I love that we've got these two streaming channels now that are basically designated to be our, you know, DC superhero
DC and
home,
Marvel.
HBO Max, and then Marvel kicking ass with the, on Disney Plus. Speaking of which, brings us
Leading
to, leading into the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, man. We've got the finale coming up this week.
this
We've
week.
got 5 episodes of fantastic television that have transpired already. Man, since we last talked about it, I think, Walker, man, I mean, has gone
He don't
that
flipped.
yeah, I mean, dude, he just used that shield, man, and was just like, I thought he beheaded that guy for a hot second there. 'Cause
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I was like, dang. But no, that's just U.S. agent will be here before we know it. Obviously, I think we're going to see him probably in the finale. He won't be Captain America.
Yeah, we
I
saw
love
that.
that we're going to get. I
That's
love that we're
the
going to get Captain
preview of
America,
his.
the Falcon.
Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah. Falcon is Captain America, and what's been interesting. This show really went for it, man. As far as like talking about what it's like to be, especially it's kind of relevant with what's going on in society and everything right now. But that show really went for it with talking about how being black in America and not feeling, they talked a lot of good
well,
things, really.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That that was that important things that maybe if you don't know what's going on, they kind of you're getting a little bit of it from the show. But I can't wait to see Sam don the suit. That's what's in that suitcase that
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bucky had from Wakanda.
I mean, on
You
top
know
of that, we see him training with the shield. I mean, why would he not train with the shield if he wasn't already
exactly.
thinking?
Now, do you think, man? And one thing I don't know, Falcon in the comics, right? He actually wasn't he a little bit stronger than a normal human? Am I wrong about that? Didn't he have?
Yeah, that, and he had a telepathy with birds,
Yes, so
and
he actually had like powers a little bit. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, and I
Well,
mean
Mackie.
his original suit was from Wakanda, just like they're gonna do it here. I mean,
Oh, original Captain America suit.
the original Falcon suit was from Wakanda, I believe.
Oh, okay, got
So
it.
I
Okay.
think they're just translating it this way. His new Captain America Falcon suit, because if they go with the comics, it's still gonna be he's still gonna have his wings, as
I got
Captain
you.
America. But
Okay, so he did keep them in the comics too, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I don't know if anyone else caught that, but when his friend, the GI guy, Phoenix, Joaquin, not Joaquin Phoenix, Joaquin Torres,
Yeah.
when he said, "Oh, what about your wings?" He said, "No, no, you keep them." That was a little, Joaquin Torres in the comics is the next Falcon to
Okay.
Sam Wilson's Captain America. So
Now,
will
in
they
the
tease?
comics,
Right?
go ahead.
I was like, they're teasing that now. Will they continue
Right.
that? Or that was just like an Easter egg, like, oh, we get a new Falcon as well.
All right. perhaps I do know you're right that he does eventually become the Falcon. What I don't know, and I'm sure my ignorance here, is when Sam in the comics, he's Captain America for a while because I know first it's when Steve gets killed during the Civil War, right? Or after Civil War, or maybe, and
Now,
then
after
he
Civil
came.
War, I believe it was Bucky. I'm
Okay, it
not
was Bucky
sure. I
Captain.
think it was
Okay,
Bucky as Captain America. I
gotcha. I think
mean,
you're absolutely right, actually, because he did run the tenure, but then Cap came back, but then he became an old man
he
or
was an
something. And
old
that's when he
man. Yeah.
gave, and that's when he gave Sam the shield, right?
Yeah.
Now in that, does Sam? I mean, does he? I guess my question is, do you think? My whole question is, do you think Sam is going to take the have some type of serum to give him some type of strength, or will he just be
Oh,
Captain America, regular dude like John Walker running around?
I don't think so. I mean, they already posed the question to him and he flat out said no. And I mean, I don't think, I mean, as it is, like in the comics, he was trained by Captain America as far as fighting style, combat maneuvers, kind of everything. He was trained from, by
Right,
him. So he can do everything Captain America can minus the strength.
minus the strength.
Yeah, I
Now
mean,
in the comics, when he comes back, does he? When Captain America comes back and takes the shield over to Falcon, does Sam go back to being the Falcon?
that's a question for a mega hard Marvel fan because I don't know.
Oh, okay. I didn't
I
know either.
want
I was like,
it.
that's got to be more recent comics here in the past year or two because I know just
Yes, yeah,
recently
yeah. But
he's been.
I would assume so. I really don't know. I mean, if anyone's watching this right now, please chime in the comments. Let
Oh
us
yeah,
know because you know I'm a self-proclaimed DC fan before Marvel. And
that's true. We are. We both are. Yeah.
so I mean, look behind me. Look behind you.
Yep. Exactly. Right.
So
Yeah. So we
it
know where
could
our
very well
loyalty
be. I mean,
lies.
like what I know of Marvel as far as everything that's on TV has been just constant research after seeing the Marvel movies. The only character I really knew about was Captain America up until a certain point, but other than that, I knew more about Spider-Man than I do Iron Man, Thor, any of the
Same.
Avengers, you
Yeah.
know. So,
Yeah. I was always a Spider-Man reader too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm
So,
with you.
um, like I said, my knowledge is from the movies, from the shows, or anything, but I'm the type of person that will go investigate and read up on the differences between the show and the movie, or
Mm-hmm.
anything. It always happens like that because with movies and TV shows, the creative license, is usually sometimes taken overboard
Right.
from the original material.
So true.
So
So true. But yeah, so I mean, and what do you think about Julie Louis Dreyfus, man, popping up there? That was a great nice little cameo.
yeah, no,
Interestingly enough,
I'm in love
she
with
was supposed to,
Elaine. She's
yeah, dude,
I've loved her forever.
you and me both, man. I love her as an actress. Her comedic timing is fantastic. She was
Everything,
so
yeah.
good. Yeah, everything about her. I was really excited and pleased to see her pop up there as the Countess. You know, and I think that interestingly enough, she was supposed to have made her debut in Black Widow.
Back when, yeah.
Yeah, so and we'll see her then, and this won't be the last we see of her at all. I believe she's going to be like the a bit of a darker Nick Fury going
Yeah,
around
yeah.
putting together
She's
a team together, you know what I
and
mean?
hopefully they're saying the Thunderbolts, the Marvel version of Suicide Squad, all the
Right.
baddies working. I mean, if you think about it, they just banished Zemo to the raft,
Mm-hmm.
which we saw the underwater prison in Civil War at the
Yep.
end and during. And who's in charge of the raft? Thunderbolt Ross, and he's part of the Thunderbolts as the Red Hulk of the. That's
Yeah.
already two. And then we just saw Batrock on this past episode, who brought some some weapons to the flag smashers.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, and he was interesting. It was cool to see him back from Civil War also.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we've
Not
already
Civil War,
we're
Winter
getting.
Soldier. Winter Soldier.
Oh yes, we're already getting
Yeah.
a list. You know, there was talk about bringing what's his name from the Hulk, Abomination.
Yes. He's
Yes.
gonna be in She-Hulk.
Oh yeah. We'll see. You know, that's another. I believe he was in. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just saying
Emil
they're bringing a.
Blonsky.
Yeah, they're bringing a
Yeah.
lot of characters, evil characters back, and they could pull off a Thunderbolt. It's a song, especially if they've got already Zemo and Thunderbolt Ross in the same place. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So true, man. Dude, well, it's lots of good stuff happening, and I guess so the last thing I want to talk about with you, my friend, is something that we've both been watching. I don't know, and I don't know the source material, and I don't believe you do either. But we've been watching Invincible, and I'm
right.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying
Oh,
it.
I love
You
it. I
know,
mean, I my maturity level is up here, but when it comes to violence and cursing, my maturity level's down here. You know what I'm saying? I like that stuff.
yeah,
I like it. And now, like you said, the source material, I know nothing about it. I never read it. I knew it existed, however, only because of Kirkman, the guy who made The Walking Dead. I just never gave it a chance. Uh, I never explored his side project. And when it was announced, I'm like, hey, yeah, that's another superhero show. And you know, right off the bat, it's really good. I like it.
yeah, it is. You know, and I like that. And Seth Rogen, is one of the producers
Producer, yeah,
behind it, his production company, and I love that he seems to be really going and finding like these outside of the box comic book
right.
series. Like he does The Boys.
The
He's
boys.
behind The Boys, which is another fantastic, off the wall storyline that I didn't read the source material there either, but I'm enjoying the hell out of the show. And he put together The Preacher,
Preacher.
which is
That was
another show he did. I didn't watch that. And then he's now doing the show Invincible. So I love that he's kind of him and his production company are kind of going and grabbing
well
these other
that and
comics
he's pulling
from
some
Marvel.
heavy voice actors. I mean, as far
Yeah,
as stars. We just this past episode had Flash. What's Ezra Miller was the main
yeah,
baddie.
yep.
The one before we had Michael Dorn was Star Trek Worf. He was that that
Or
white
the alien that
tiger
was
that
beating everybody down.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was killing everybody. I was like, what?
I know, man.
Yeah,
No,
Zachary Quinto as the robot, the new Spock. We've got a lot.
yeah. Stephen
J.K.
Yen
Simmons,
is the
yes,
speaking of The Walking Dead,
Walking Dead.
he was Glenn
Yep.
in The Walking Dead, and he's playing Mark Grayson, which is Invincible. I love how they talk about how they don't somebody always says the name of the show
And
right
then
as it comes on, you know what I mean? And it
Invincible,
goes, yeah, they don't even get to say it. It just goes, oh.
blood
I think that's
splatter.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
No,
No,
I love the voice cast. It fits all the characters. I don't. Do you recall how many episodes it's supposed to be? We're on
I
6, I
think
think.
it's 10. I think it's 10
Okay.
episodes. So we got 4 left. But like I said, I don't know the source material, so to me this is great because I'm curious as to what
Mm.
happened. Why did this? Why is what's his name doing this? Nolan Grayson. What's his name? Ultraman, or I can't even think of
Omni
his
Man.
name. Omni Man. Yeah. Why is he do? Why did he do what he did? I have
Well,
no idea.
like who I was mentioning before, I don't know I didn't know anything, so I've done some research. There's a lot of people just crying and bitching about how a lot of the material has been changed more because this book I believe came out in 2003. That's already a good
Okay.
what 17, 18
Almost
year
20
difference.
years. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've updated. They've had to. I mean, there was a lot of gender swapped roles, a lot of ethnicity roles has changed. The black girl that he's seeing in this one was originally blonde hair, blue eyed from in the
Okay.
comics. And I mean,
Yeah, she's played by Zazie Beetz,
Daisy
actually, the
Beats, yeah,
girl who played
Domino,
Domino and in Joker, the girlfriend in
yeah,
Joker.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So she's already got doing some comic book work there.
had I not known any of that, I would have still been really fine with what I'm watching right now. I would not have like,
Yeah.
oh, they changed that. No, forget it. I'm not gonna watch.
All right.
No more. But
Exactly.
no, it's that's just part of the, I like to an extent uh creative license, but
Mhm.
you know, the heart is still there of I'm sure of the book is there, and I'm going to continue to watch it. 4 more episodes, and I don't know, is there going to be a season 2? Is there a book 2, a compendium, you know,
Uh, I do not have any
novelization? I don't
idea.
know. I don't know if the comics are still going. That's how much I do not know about this about
Right.
Invincible.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
if you
No, I mean,
do,
I don't.
leave it in the comments because yeah, you're helping us.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd be giving us, helping us out, giving us a guide because we're at a loss. All I know is that we are enjoying every minute of it, every episode of it, every week.
Yeah.
So, I just love it. And I do love that outside of DC and Marvel, we're getting more and more great comic material,
Yes,
out
sir.
there, with the Umbrella Academy, The Boys, and Invincible, Walking Dead, even, you know what I mean? It's been around for over 10 years now. It's just, and then there's another show. Oh my gosh, I wish I never brought it up because I can't remember it. Coming out on Netflix here in the next few weeks. Oh gosh, about a superhero. Help me out here. Oh, I'm gonna have to find it really fast.
Uh-oh.
Uh, oh man, help! It's got the guy who starred in the Transformers movie. Oh gosh,
Transformers
he's
movie.
got yeah.
Shia? Oh.
He was one of the soldiers. He was the general or the soldier of the
Yes.
you know what I'm
Shoot.
talking about, right? He was on a show
Yes.
called Las Vegas years ago. Maybe that's the way I'll find out. Oh God, why can't I
Something
remember?
Rising, Jupiter
Oh,
something.
Jupiter Rising. So you do know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so he's got that. So that's another comic book show that's coming out on Netflix, which should be really cool. I mean, you know what I mean? There's just so much cool stuff right now coming out outside of the DC and Marvel worlds that I'm lucky enough to just eat up right now. But yeah, Jupiter's Legacy.
Jupiter's Legacy. Yes. There's
Jupiter's
some.
Legacy coming out here in the next few weeks out on Netflix,
Yeah.
which
If
is
you
another
haven't seen
comic.
it, check out the trailer because it's really good. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
really good.
mean, yeah, it's gonna be good stuff, man. So lots of great stuff coming up, man. We've been at a loss with some good material here over the past year, but I think that there's a lot of new content coming out with movies and all the streaming channels, Netflix, HBO Max, and everything, and Amazon Prime. They've all got some type of comic book shows right now that they're putting out, and they're all fantastic stuff. And
Yep.
it's just a great time to be a comic book fan. You know what I mean? So much stuff, so many choices. So, well, guys, I think we've said it all, LT.
Yeah. No, we've got a good show tonight.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, guys, thank you very much for joining us again. We do appreciate it. As LT said, please leave a comment, like, hit the subscribe button. Let us know what you think. Give us some pointers as to what we should be brushing up on as far as when it comes with the Falcon and the Captain America stuff. We're a little bit of a loss there. Or if you got any news about Jupiter's Legacy or about Invincible, share it with us. We'd love to hear about it.
Yes. Yes. And enjoy this week, this last Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Hopefully we'll get to talk about that one soon because there's going to be a lot that has to happen in one show, in one sitting.
Indeed.
So
I think we're gonna get a long, at least an hour, maybe an hour and 5 minute episode of hopefully.
something like
We'll
that.
see. Indeed, man. Well, LT, as always, my friend, it has been a pleasure.
All right, brother. Appreciate it, man.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a great night.
Later.
Peace.